Purchase is in a really beautiful little area. It's wooded, and there's a really nice stream right there. And you get these amazing skyscapes as you walk across campus because it's really flat on the mall, which is the main drag. Up north, there's places to hike and shoot photographs or paint or whatever you want to do. In terms of privacy, you have all that at Purchase. And then hop on the highway or hop on the Metro North train and you're in the city.
When I first came to Purchase, I decided that I wanted to take advantage of all the opportunities that the School of Art and Design gave me, which, you know, is access to a print shop, access to computer labs, and so I started to experiment with my work using different mediums. One of the most important aspects of education is that you are able to grow, but with the same mentality of play that you had, you know, when you were 5, when you would just, you know, pick up a piece of paper and a crayon and just draw for yourself. And Purchase allows you to be exhausted in this play. You know, you can paint, you can print make, you can sculpt, you know, you have all of the tools ready for you to use.
Painting studios are a separate community, I feel like, you know, within the entire community of Purchase College. We all kind of know each other and we know each other's work, and it's just a great feeling to know that, you know, people are walking through here and seeing what you're doing, and you get to do the same thing to other people and stop in and visit with them. And that's really, for me, that's why I came to art school. If I wanted to just paint on my own, I could do that, but I wouldn't be able to hear what other people have to say about my work or see other people's work as it's being made. You know, there's a big difference between an artist's studio and a gallery. Definitely consider Purchase as an artist community, and maybe not your traditional art school or your traditional college in general, but definitely a community of hardworking people and very self-motivated, independent learners.
In this print shop in particular, we offer 6 different types of printmaking. Lithography, silkscreen, etching, papermaking, monotype,
digital printing.
And digital printing.
I don't know if that's
And then
more.
there's I think one more, which is colograph.
Colotype.
I'm actually working right now in papermaking. I think it's a really great way to help students understand like dimension and space, and it's just a really great medium. It's fun.
I was hooked up with a really awesome internship at a silk screening shop in the city, and now I'm going to be working there full-time salary. It's like you get jobs if you work for them. You have to, when you come to college, you work, and you work for the things that you really want.
I definitely think art is like about community, and here, because of the facilities are the way they are, and because, you know, you're allowed access to studio space, you get to work with other people, and it becomes like this community where you're feeding off of each other's reactions to the artwork, and just the energy. When the energy is, you know, hot, it's really hot, and you can work all night, and the energy never goes away. I mean, it's totally there. It's like a palpable thing. Every printmaker who's is solidly a printmaker, you know, and they sort of love it here, and they're here probably more than they are in the places that they're staying on campus. So this sort of becomes their first home as SUNY Purchase, and you know, the dorms become their second.
I think that probably being where we are is one of our greatest strengths. Just because I have access to everything that a kid in the city has, plus space. I mean, space is huge. You know, that's a huge thing, especially for me as a sculptor who likes to make big things. You know, I don't want to work in this sort of, you know, I want something that's going to fill a room. And if you don't have the space, to build it, it's kind of an issue. I'm not really a material-specific artist. You know, I like to work in a lot of different things, and so it's super helpful for me to be able to use people who really have expertise in different departments.
When I got here and saw the shops and like got to meet the sculpture students and stuff, it seemed like really a little bit more where I fit in. It's just a great place to be in like a creative environment because there's a lot of different stuff going on that you can draw from. You can get tons of different perspectives, and I mean I have friends in all the departments here, so if I had like anything I needed help with, I can always call on people that I know.
I mean, I went through from like sophomore year till now with maybe like a handful of kids that were all really close. Everybody knows each other, especially in the sculpture department. Everybody knows each other.
The professors at Purchase are definitely top-notch. They're there to help, and then if there's something that you need to know that isn't like necessarily part of a curriculum, like all you have to do is ask, because the people teaching the courses know what they're talking about inside out and backwards. The skills and the knowledge are here, and the tools to make it happen are also here. So if you can provide the creativity, they can help you make whatever it is that you're interested in making, you can do it here.
The photo program is very much a community. Everyone's always together, and we see each other's work. We help each other with work. Not only are the teachers, but a lot of the times the students are teachers.
Yeah.
You know, you'll go to a class and you'll learn something in this class, and then you'll be working and somebody will come to you and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you know, you end up teaching them what you just learned. I don't think there's like one time of the day, like all 24 hours you can come down to the darkroom and not see someone.
Yeah, there's always somebody. I mean, sometimes it's like a beehive and other times it's one person, but they've been there for like 48 hours, they're not sleeping, and they're just printing like a machine, and it's very inspiring. I mean, there's a lot of bouncing off of ideas, like people are constantly being influenced by each other.
We're kind of all on the same level, and I mean, I think that goes for the whole school as well. We have this community, and it's the same feeling that I have when I walk down the halls and I'll stop and look at like a print, like an etching or something, and just be like, wow, this is why I'm so proud to be a part of this department.
My goal as a student, as an artist, as a person, is to come out of this department with the best work I can possibly make, with the best support I can possibly give, and to do nothing but to essentially speak for the teaching I've received and speak for the artists that have taught me.
The level of talent of the students here overall is really high, and I think that in itself is a motivating factor for a lot of people.
It's an extremely productive environment. I'm surrounded by kids who are incredibly motivated, and that just helps me work so much harder.
A lot of kids come in and they say, I guess I'll be drawing painting. And you have no idea like the huge range of stuff that you're going to get hit with when you get here.
I'm a painter, and I started here as a painting major. I sort of started to see all the work that was coming out of the design program, you know, posters on the walls and like the motion graphics and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, you know, and I'm a designer now, but I'm still incorporating all that stuff, you know, the painting, sculpture even, and it's like still design.
What's also kind of cool is that we have a letter press. It's print before computers. It's like physically cranking out your prints. You're playing with like cases and cases of wood type, metal type.
But overall, I think, you know, the experience, I think the professors are great. You know, they've been published and they're award-winning. And to be in the presence of people that have accomplished so much in their careers, it's really inspiring.
They not only have been at the school a long time, they've been in the business for a long time. So You know, they know people. They really have a very good sense of what design is because they've worked in the field. You know, they know what it is, and they know what, you know, what it is to educate for the field.
The great thing about networking here at Purchase is that we're going to go all over the world and continue to help each other out with the networking that we've established.
This school is unique in that there are different types of study going on simultaneously that you have access to. That to me was the selling point. That was like, you know, I'm not gonna just sit in a room and study painting without knowing or understanding that there are other things too that are equally valid, but just different.